That was great. You could start like your own little band. I was
Sorry, I didn't
really
think I was that loud.
I was really worried I wouldn't have anything to talk about for the little preamble of the show. And then there you are, just air drumming with your mouth. I mean, there's no proof because I wasn't recording that part, but I'll forever remember.
You will. Forever.
Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at takeabreathpod. Check us out on everywhere: TikTok, Instagram, Twix at takeabreathpod. Remember, the biggest thing you can do if you like the show, share it. However you ingest it, whether it's in the audio form, in the physical form, however, share it. If you listen to it in the car, just take your window, pull it, drop it down a little bit, and just yell, "Listen to a conversation with Judy and Ryan." If you're at your house, walk outside. Just open the back door and walk outside and just yell, "Listen to a conversation with Judy and Ryan." You know. Also, like us, rate us, review us 5 stars, please. Love you.
5 stars.
Everybody has a gimmick when it comes to telling people how to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. I think that's gonna be mine. I'm just gonna tell people to yell, "Listen to a conversation with Judy and Ryan." That's my thing now. I've decided.
Okay.
I have decided. There we go. It's been a week. I was a little off with that one.
It's been a while, I feel.
Yeah. Sorry we had to miss last week because of me. Well, not really because of me, because of my kid. He was determined to make sure that I could not record last week. Not only did he have baseball playoffs, so we were at baseball Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We would have been there Thursday, but he had a play. And he was kind of like the lead in the play. It's set up. Well, it's set up so that everybody gets their fair part, right? But he was like the captain of the pirate ship.
Okay.
So he was kind of the lead. So his mom really couldn't say, "You're going to baseball." So he did the play. If his team had won, I would have had to have gone back on Friday to baseball. Oh, they didn't win. I don't want to say thankfully, but thankfully.
That just sounds like a long week, so I understand.
Yeah. So we went to the play though, and that's why we couldn't record.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some mixed feelings. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now look, I'm not gonna sit here and try and tell anyone how to run their production. Okay. But maybe some understudies. And I say that because there were 2 sets of classes, I guess you could say. Like there was an AM set and a PM set.
Mm-hmm.
And Asher was in the AM set. And because the person who played his role in the PM set got sick, he then had to replace them. Right?
Yeah.
So, but that was my first thing. I was just like, how do you not have understudies? But okay, look, they're children. Okay, they're in 2nd grade. I guess that's a little much to ask. Fine.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it's not so much that I have comments about the play itself. The play was fine. It's that I had to sit through 2 viewings, and both times they were detrimentally messed up. So the
Poor
first
kids.
time, the kids were great. The kids were great in the first one. The second one, but the kids were great in the first one. The audience was great in the first one. And by that, I mean, like, everyone was cheering for everyone, right?
Right.
In the second set, the parents were cheering for their kid, and specifically their kid. And I mean, like, saying their kid's name out loud in the middle of the performance.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Ew.
like, shut up. Nobody wants to hear about your daughter Delilah, okay? She is wench number 3 up there. So I wasn't a fan of a lot that happened with the second showing, but the first one, which was the good one,
Mhm.
there's an entire theater. This theater holds, let's say, 150 people, let's say. Out of 150 seats, do you want to know who decided to sit right in front of me?
Who? The tallest person there?
Oh my God, he was an NFL player. He was huge. Okay? It was like he was, because he wasn't super tall, but he was a good 6'4", right? But the
Mhm,
issue
mhm.
wasn't that only that he was tall, but he also was massive. So he was
Right.
bulky. And then since he's 6'4", he also had, I don't know, like twist dreads, I think. I don't know. His hair was longer. So it was the whole thing just blocking my view. I had to crank my neck so far to be able to look around him. Oh, so
Oh, man.
that messed up the first performance. And then in the second performance, I had the greatest view ever. It was a little tiny child that sat in front of me. I could see everything beautifully.
Perfect, right?
The issue is that a little tiny child also sat behind me and proceeded to kick my seat for the entire show. Just every 6 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh. Ash was also supposed to get a shout out. He didn't get a shout out. I was a little upset by that, but whatever.
Oh, no.
But he did so good, though. I was so proud of him in the first one. In the second one, I think he's the type of actor that he feeds off of what he gets. So if you're giving a good performance, he will give you an equally good performance, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what he got in the first one. The second one, the kids were a little like laissez-faire about it. So he was also being like, all right, cool. Well, they don't
Yeah.
care, so I'm not going to care.
I'm not gonna
Whatever.
care. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but he did so good in the first one, and he was so
Oh.
animated, and I was worried because I was running through lines with him, and his lines were not super convincing. So, but nah, I couldn't
Okay.
be happier. I couldn't be prouder of him being able
Mm,
to, and he was nervous too, and he got over his fears, and he killed it. He smashed it
good.
out of the park.
Good.
Yeah.
So are there future plays, more
I
plays?
mean, it's like with the program that he's in, it's like one a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not terrible.
So
I'll
that
have
was it
to.
for the school year, right? School
Yes,
year's
that
almost
was it.
over.
That was
Yeah.
the one for this year.
Okay.
Basically, what happens is he goes to like a 45-minute class once a week, and at the end of the year, they make him do a play. It takes
Hmm.
all year of these 45-minute classes to get these children to be able to learn 5
Of
lines of
course.
dialogue.
Their attention span is like that much. So,
That's fair. That is fair.
at least they can do it eventually.
Oh. But yeah, that's that. I had that going on, and then I did some stuff for the wedding, which I'll talk
Hmm.
about in a little bit. But honestly, you know, I've just been trying to relax to a degree. It seems like it seems like every time I try to relax, something wants to just pop up, and I'm like, "Ugh." You just keep poking. It's fine. So, just been chilling. Um,
Good.
I wanted to say thank you for the book recommendation that you gave me.
Hmm.
I ordered it and I started reading it
Okay.
today. Have you read it?
I listened to about half of it until I got tired of the actors or the the reader's voice. I was like, I can't deal with this dude anymore.
Oh man, I don't know. I honestly, holy shit, you just broke me again.
What?
I don't know what's worse because I honestly thought that you were just gonna say no. I haven't read it, but I heard good things about it. But the fact, and I get it, you're basing it off of the voice of the actor, not so much the material itself. But I
Yeah.
also feel like if the material was really good, you would have forced yourself to get through,
Hmm.
especially since it was what, like an 8 hour audiobook?
Yeah. Actually, no,
So
I think it was like less than that too.
yeah. So I don't really know how to feel about this
Okay,
book.
but so have you started? Oh no, you just got it today.
No, I've had it for like a week at this point,
Oh,
but I
okay.
just
Okay.
started reading it today. I got to page
Okay.
4.
Okay.
I'm an avid reader. Okay, avid.
I love it. I love it. I
Um,
that actually that was a book that I borrowed from the library, and then it was also due soon. I was like, damn. Okay, let me just. That's just like good. I gotta return this anyways because there's like 28 people waiting for this book on this online library.
good cover. Good
So
cover.
you know,
Yeah, I had to
it's
return
okay.
to the library. That's what Asher tells me when he's like, I gotta get rid of this thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have to return it. The
Uh
same principles on the apps.
God. I Well, we will see how that book turns out.
Yes. I've heard, I mean,
Um
I have heard good things about it. People recommended this to me beforehand, but it's
People
just the
recommended
dude.
it to me,
God.
and then I tried to consume what they had recommended, and I didn't like it, so I stopped. But then I'm gonna recommend it to people. Ah!
No.
No, Judy, you can't do that to people.
Look, you know what I will recommend though are these new smut books I'm reading.
That's what I call a transition.
Need more
All
meat
right.
stick.
Yeah, we do. Let's
Yeah,
talk about
more
some
meat
smut.
stick.
All right, that's fair.
So
Let's go into book talk. What's going on?
let's
Wait, what was
see.
the last one? Was the last one
Um,
the fat girl?
yes, yes.
Okay.
The she so the fat girl, right? She became this super popular like a music star. Yeah, after people realize they're like, damn, she can actually sing and she can actually write and all these things. Yeah, so she ends up becoming like this super big pop star. The pop star that she was the personal assistant for ended up getting canceled
Of
because she stole her
course.
song. And then there was like this whole random chapter of like this abuse that happened where her boss, which was the pop star, and like her pop star's ex or whatever, tied up this girl, tried to rape her, like sexually assaulted her. It was a whole, I go, this is so unnecessary. Like it was just the most randomest chapter that they threw in this book. And I go, I feel like that was a little unnecessary, but I mean, I guess they wanted to
You know
throw that in there.
the author when they were like that chapter they wrote right after they got into a fight with their significant other. There's like, I
Yeah.
have some rage to get out right now. And that's just and then they got it out and they're like, okay, we're good.
Yeah,
Let's get
and then
back
that
to
was
our nice
it.
little book.
Exactly. So, anyways, the fat girl and the rock star ends up getting married and they have 2 kids now and whatever, and living
Wait,
happily
oh,
ever
so the
after.
guy who liked her was a rock star?
Hmm. He was the
Oh.
headliner of the tour that she was the personal assistant for. So,
What is this book?
yeah,
I don't know. Like, what is this book?
it was wild. It was a wild book.
Cause,
That one
cause
was
you know
called.
rock stars, how they're always going after people who are super shy and demure, and don't have like tons of hot ass thrown at them all day every day. Remember when Machine Gun Kelly said, "Ah, the fat one, please." God,
I
and
don't
don't get it
know.
twisted. Like, I'm
Don't
not
know.
trying to say that big girls can't be beautiful, and we don't even know how big this girl was because it's purposefully in the story made to sound convoluted. But oh God,
Yeah,
this some 50 Shades of Grey bullshit. God, I hated that book too. I what was his name? Christian Grey.
Yeah.
I, Christian Grey, have the hottest sex in the world. The hottest sex. And you know who I want to be with? Someone who's had no experience. Nothing. None. Those two things don't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not forget this big girl was also a virgin. So
Oh yeah.
mm,
Ah. Oh God. Okay,
yeah.
please tell
So
me. Please tell me that you
we
started
finished that
another
one.
book.
I did start another book. I'm actually maybe 60-70% almost done, I believe. And it's the follow up to Pucking Around.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And it's so good. It's just as good as Pucking Around. I was like, yeah,
Wait, I'm sorry.
it's called
Did you say you were 60 to 70% done?
mhm.
So this
It's not
one
as
is
long.
I was going to say so this one is only like 15 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. No, it is.
I'm getting good at this.
Good job. Good job.
So, all right. So and then what was it called?
It's called Pucking Wild.
Oh God. And does it star the same doctor?
No, no, this one's is like
Uh,
a spin-off. So
of
it's her
course,
best friend
because the doctor
and
had 3 husbands.
yeah,
She
oh
had
well
a
they're still in the
harem of
book.
hockey concubines.
Yeah. They're still in this book and they're all married now, living happily ever after, right? Like she's married to the goalie and the defenseman and the defenseman and the equipment manager are partners, like married partners, because you can't be a polygamy. You can't be legally married to all three of them, so they had to choose who gets married
Right.
to. But they're
Wow.
still there, living
And
happily ever after.
they all live in the same house though. So,
Hmm. Yeah, and they live in the same bedroom.
like, I guess that the thing that confuses me about a situation like that, one of many things, but
The
but the main thing
main thing.
is like the sex aspect of it. And what I
Uh huh.
mean by that is it's got to be like coordinated as to when sex is going to happen because otherwise like what if okay, so like what if I'm dating Brad and we hook up, right? But then Sam comes over and he's like, "Oh man, I'm so horny though." But Julie is just gone, so he can't hook up with her. Like, I just feel like it's a too many confusing things. And then what if like one day you're like, because they all look different. What if one day you're not really feeling the way I forgot the names I gave already. But if guy
Brad and
A,
Sam.
yeah, if guy A isn't really feeling, hooking up with guy B, like what happens then? But then he'll go hook up with guy C. Oh God. This is why what is it when they did that show on TLC where the one guy was married to like 15 sister wives. This is why they all
Yeah.
got their own house. And he would go
Hmm.
and visit them individually on predetermined times. It's too much going on, pucking around. All right, so I'm sorry. So there's the spin-off that
The
stars the
spin-off.
friend.
Yes, the best friend, and she is hooking up with the star forward. And they're also falling in love, so we love that for them.
Of course, yeah.
Duh.
You can't not fall in love, especially when you're pucking around.
Exactly. But so the caveat is she is 11 years older than him,
Okay.
and she's a divorcee who's been separated from her ex for like 3 years, and they barely getting a divorce. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy. There's a pretty crazy
I mean,
storyline there,
I
but
feel like 3 years is an appropriate amount of time.
yeah,
As
is that I don't
as a
know.
former divorcee myself, I mean, I guess it would. No, yeah, I
I
feel like
mean,
3 years is enough time.
I just wondered why they didn't get divorced in the first place. Like, throughout this series, I was like, why didn't she just get divorced? And why did they even why did they stay separated and type thing? But
Maybe I don't know. I could come up with a
yeah,
million
there's
reasons. I'm not
who
going
knows,
to because it's a
right?
stupid
Like,
sex book. Okay. um. Okay. So I guess my question: she's dating the forward, But who else? Like, has she banged other people?
No. It's
So
just
okay, so
it's just
she's
it's just them. There are two characters in this book, which is kind of very easy to follow. Instead of the last one was four characters following.
right. See, but that's
This
what I'm
one's just
saying.
them
It gets
two.
confusing. Like you got to coordinate sex with one of those weird pin boards. The strings are just going everywhere, and they're connected to everything else. The only way you can make it work in that situation. That
Look.
or everyone gets their own house.
They don't even get their own rooms. It's just funny to me that they have like a Alaskan king size bed.
I guarantee you, that first book was written by like a 22-year-old girl. Like the author when they first wrote it, maybe not when it was published. When they
Uh-huh.
first wrote it,
she,
it was
she
written from
came
the
up with the
perspective. Yeah, she was like, "Oh my god, it'd be so cool if I just had a house full of dick." Oh
yeah,
god. Because
perfect.
that's what
Yes.
everybody thinks when they're super young. They're just like, oh yeah, just we want sex all the time. And then you get older and you realize it gets complicated. Didn't you look at the board with the strings? Well, I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of Pucking Wild.
Hucking Wild. And
So,
there's more books in the series. So if as soon as
oh,
I can keep renting them off of my library app, then because they're not free on Audible.
ah, bastards.
Yeah. So it's okay. I'll
Um,
just use the free library.
And then what's the timeline so far? Like how much farther down the line, or how much later does this book take place after the first
Oh,
one?
it's like 3 months.
3 months. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
just okay. So we
We're in
basically
like the same.
so pucking around with season one. Now this is season
Mm-hmm.
two. Okay, cool. I like that. I
Yep.
do like
Yep.
that. It's
Me
like
too.
it's like a telenovela you listen to.
Mm-hmm.
God, now all I'm thinking about though is that this
That's what they're called.
author,
They're like novellas.
yeah,
Yeah.
telenovela. All I can think of now is just because of how frequent these things probably get pushed out. Is there's just a writer in a room just click clack clickety clack and like they haven't been let outside in like 7 years because all they get to do is just write these stupid smut books.
And they have
No,
to do it in continuation.
we need a new one yesterday, but I haven't finished this one. No, hurry up! And, oh God. They're
Oh.
chained to the desk. All right.
Yeah. So
Uh,
we'll keep you posted on how it ends.
and we all know you listen to the smut after work. You couldn't do it before work because you were getting
No.
too hopped up, right? You're
Yeah.
just like
Need more meat stick
on the way into work every day.
every day.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So so since you listen to the smut after work, what's been going on at work? That's what I call
Is that where
a
we're going
segue.
with?
Yeah,
Need more meat stick.
at work.
God.
Judy, how could you? Keith was
Ew.
listening to this. Okay,
I'm
how
like,
could you
ew.
say something like that?
No, thank you.
All day at work.
Need more meat stick.
Oh my God, Judy!
That is so random. That damn meat stick sound.
I know. Oh God. All right. So
Okay. So I have a funny story to talk about work. I think I figured out why I didn't get that remote job I applied for, right? So 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago today, or 2 weeks ago for tomorrow. Anyways, at night I typically don't read my emails on my phone. My phone is just like my work phone is in my work bag. I forget about it as soon as I get home type thing.
fair.
But I randomly just, started reading emails like Friday night, and I saw an email from our CEO and it says like employee recognition. I was like, what is this? So I read it and it's from our CEO, supposedly, right? It's like, oh, thank you for all your hard work. Blah, blah, blah. Like, we're giving you a bonus. And I was like, what? And it wasn't like a little bonus. I'm talking about it was like a very significant bonus.
This
And
is
so
to
I'm
you.
like, to me, it's
Okay.
addressed to me from our CEO. And so I'm looking at it, and then I grab Keith. I go, Keith, come here. I go, I think I'm getting scammed. It's how like so jaded I am, right? About work. I was like, I think they're trying to scam me. I go, look at this email. And Keith's reading it and he's like, is that real? I go, I don't know. It looks real. Like I looked at the email address. I go, it is from our CEO's email address. I go, it's his template. And I go, there's no weird phishing link or anything, right? To like ask for my account numbers to deposit this bonus.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like I go, I'm not gonna think about it because I don't want to get too excited and then not it be in my bank account because it says it was gonna get deposited that following Friday.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, I'm not thinking about it. I was because I didn't think in my position we get bonuses. I know like my bosses get bonuses because that's just part of like an executive, work
Right.
offer structure, I should say, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't expect anything. Friday comes along and that thing is in my bank account. So I'm texting Keith. I go, oh my God, Keith, it was a legit like bonus.
It was a real letter, Keith.
It was a real letter. And I was like, oh my God. And so then I'm
Oh
thinking, I
my
was
god,
like,
I gotta hit up that prince in Nigeria. Fuck.
like who hacked my bank account? I don't know. Like, is that, I mean, there was like a pay stub and everything too. And I was like, oh damn. So then I'm thinking back, I go, is that why I didn't get the remote job? Is because they knew I was getting a bonus. And if I took that remote job, I would have not gotten a bonus. I don't know. I will never know. But
Are you just trying to break me today?
yeah.
Why? Why are you trying to break me?
I have no
Stop
idea.
trying to look, Judy. I'm gonna do this as your friend, okay? And I'm sorry if
Okay.
this is gonna come off as too harsh. You didn't get that job because you did not meet the qualifications for it.
But I did.
Pause. Whether those are fair to you or not, you did not meet them at the time that they were ready to make that job offer. Because the qualifications, unbeknownst to you, unfairly to you, changed. But that is why it happened. It has nothing to do with this bonus. There's no smoking gun at the higher levels of the executive offices.
I
Just
know there is.
just, just pulling strings everywhere. You know what you sound like right now? You sound like the kind of person that starts talking about how 100 families run everything in the world. Okay? You're starting to sound like one of those people.
Oh no.
I'm just saying. Cuz like you said, you didn't think you were going to get a bonus, right?
Yeah,
So
no.
you have you signed a contract lately that would have changed any kind of pay structure?
Nope.
Right. So if you had left, they would have just not given you that bonus.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. I want you to just understand, you not getting that job has nothing. There's no CIA agent, all right, trying to make sure.
They're holding me back. I'm just kidding. They're like, throw her a bonus so she doesn't try to leave again.
I feel like I'm on Office meets X Files right now. Oh
But
god, I love you
anyways,
so much. I cannot believe you
yeah.
actually thought. That's how honest I get it, because that's just how upset you are about
Yeah.
the fact that you unfairly didn't get a job.
Mm,
But the
mm-mm.
fact that you're now coming up with conspiracy theories.
And the thing is, like, I can't talk about it with any other admin because, like, I don't, it's weird talking to people about like their salaries and stuff. I'm not gonna ask another admin, be like, "Hey, did you get your bonus too?"
I know it'd be
Because then
nice
what
if
if
you
they
could.
didn't?
It'd be nice if you could like talk to HR about it if they weren't so busy just casting wide nets for $14 an hour jobs.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I
before
just
we get
thought, I just thought it was really funny how I told Keith, I go, I think I'm getting scammed.
that, honestly, That is the one thing that I agreed with you the most on. I totally
Oh,
get that. But that's also because I'm sure your job does it too. My job specifically sends us emails just like that
mhm.
are designed for you to click a button to be like,
To
this
click,
is,
yeah.
yeah,
And
this is
it's
phishing,
phishing
or
to
yeah,
catch your
right?
ass to stop
Yeah,
doing it. Yes.
exactly. So as soon as you said that, I was like, I totally get that, because anytime I see anything like that, whether it's
Yeah.
I'm getting a raise or somebody sending me an e-card, nobody gives a shit about me. They're not sending me an e-card, or just anything. My what my pay structure's changed. I don't care. I'm homeless now. Whatever. I'm not clicking
Clicking
it.
nothing.
It's fishing. So
Report spam. Yeah.
yeah, I understand why that was your immediate thought. Um, the one thing
Oh
I
man.
would do, and you might even want to just tell the CEO if you haven't already that you thought that the email was fake, is you might want to say, "Hey, thanks. I appreciate this," because the CEO's probably like, "This bitch, we gave her all this money and she's not even saying thank you. What the? Why did I? Why did I keep her from that other job if she's not even gonna say thank you for this?"
Oh man.
Oh,
That was so good. That
okay.
I was just cracking up. Yeah. So but anyways, this little bonus is keeping me at my job for the time being still.
Good. Well, I'm glad you did. And it also makes sense why you bought that Dyson hair thing.
Yes,
Cause
that was
I,
my big
cause
girl
I,
purchase.
I, because I have not been good about any of the socials lately. That's on me. We can talk about that another time. But
Yeah.
I did get on there the other day and I saw that you had bought it, and I was like, this this bitch, like, she be talking like, oh, I don't have all the. She's fucking laundering money with these 87 bank accounts. How does she afford a $600? What is it? Air dryer? Her hair dryer?
Yeah,
Right. I was like, how does she afford this? But now I understand you got a bonus. Okay. All
I
right.
did.
We
I
all
did.
have to make it.
Yes.
Anytime we get any kind of stimmy, which I think we should just call bonuses stimmies at this point, the way that our economy is. It's a little stimulus for you.
It's just a little stimulus,
Uh,
exactly.
but anytime you get any kind of stimmy, you gotta spend a portion of it frivolously. Now, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna. There's no amount or percentage. Could be 10%. Could be 20. Could be 80.
just
But
um,
some of it has to be spent frivolously.
yeah, yeah. So I bought that. I bought new workout clothes. So that's kind of where we're at. I love it.
Were the workout clothes $600 also?
No, no.
I went to Lululemon. They're made out of
No.
orphan silk.
No, thank you. I do not fit Lululemon clothes. We still a big girl over here, okay?
Oh no, not Lululemon. I'm not thinking Lululemon. Sorry, I'm thinking of, was it Fabletics?
Yitty?
What's the, no? What's the Goldie
Oh,
Hawn daughters one?
Kate
Kate
Hudson.
Hudson.
I think she's Fabletics.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
the expensive ones, right?
I mean they're all expensive.
Oh, I don't
Like
know.
literally Lululemon's expensive, Yitty, Fabletics, Gymshark.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you something. I have no idea how much these things cost because I haven't bought activewear
Hmm.
in a good 15 years.
Really?
I mean,
I
I
don't
just
know.
like,
It's something about for me, like having new workout clothes motivates me to go to the gym. Like I love my
oh,
new workout leggings. It's just like, yes, I look like my butt look good in it. I got new workout tops, like taking
so I
selfies
need to
at the
get
gym.
I need to get some leggings so that I'll feel good about myself when I go to the gym. Okay.
What are the compression pants for men? That's what they're called, right?
Yeah, we all know they're
Men's leggings
leggings.
are, yeah.
Okay, we all know they're leggings.
Compression pants.
All
Okay,
right,
leggings.
compression pants that also are a thong. We understand what's going on. Okay, which, can I just say real quick? The thong legging is the most evil fucking thing that's ever been designed. It's the most evil fucking thing. Cause you know
Why?
what? Because most of us guys at the gym specifically, most of us guys are understandable and do not want to ogle or make a woman feel uncomfortable while they're working out. But
Hmm.
when you got the fucking thong leggings on, it's like and I'm not saying that it's your fault. I'm saying what the issue is for men is that it's like you've painted a bullseye right there. So even if we are actively not trying to look, every now and then it's still like it's a red bullseye. It's gonna catch our eyes real quick, and we're just we hope we don't get caught in that millisecond and they get canceled on the internet for being a fucking pervert. Evil.
Yeah. Okay.
I like her.
It's
Like,
fine.
why? Oh, okay, makes
Oh,
sense.
I guess.
But no, that like for me, I just have basketball shorts, and I like
Yeah.
to wear a sweatshirt. So I don't I don't need an excuse to buy more sweatshirts. Oh God. But no, that's a good. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand it then if that's
Hmm.
like your motivator.
Hmm.
Anything that'll help you get to the gym, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we made it 3 weeks in. Going 5 days a week. I have my 2 rest days. We're
Ah,
chilling.
I have not been to the gym in a week and a half.
Ugh.
Part of that is because of everything that transpired over the last week with the wedding and stuff. We're going to talk about that in the next half.
Yeah.
But um also part of it was just no, I was busy. I really was busy because I'm thinking about it now. I was about see, this is I got to be nicer to myself. I was about to say that I was being lazy, but no, there was baseball or a fucking play every single day, and then it was date night. Okay, I no, and then I had stuff to do on Saturday. Okay, maybe I could have gone on Sunday. Fine, that's the one. But then there was literally a wedding on Monday. Yeah, no. I could have okay, maybe I could have gone like 3 times. But no, I'm not going to kill myself on this one. All right.
All good. And it's
Yeah.
okay. We start over again tomorrow or whenever I don't know what your schedule looks like.
See, the thing about Fridays, I would, and I just should go, but Friday is date night. And I know the
Hmm.
EP loves to start date night as soon as possible. She would also be completely fine if I went to the gym, but knowing that she likes to start it as soon as possible makes me want to come home and not go to the gym and be hot and sweaty and tired and angry because my body hurts. All these things. It's just like, do I make myself miserable for an hour or do I go home and have a lovely night with my fiance? These are hard
Hmm.
decisions.
Yeah.
So all right, we only
Yeah.
have like 2 minutes left,
Oh.
so I'm gonna. I'm just gonna. We were gonna do an "Am I overreacting?" A couple of them. We don't have much time left, so I'm just gonna do one. Uh,
Okay.
am I overreacting? I think. Oh, am I overreacting? Thinking I ruined my life. Hi, I've been doing very stupid things in the past, like more than a year ago, and can't get over it. I used to send intimate pictures to men I chat with. It is
Mhm.
now all deleted as it was on Snapchat. I know that even with it, it doesn't matter, or that, excuse me, I know that even with it, this doesn't mean nothing can happen because once it's on the internet, it's forever. I did reverse image search, didn't find anything of me. It haunts me. I can't move on or and do something else. I feel like I ruined my life and no one will ever see me in the same if they knew. I feel unworthy of good or even a new relationship. I'm tired of dwelling on these things, but I can't help it. I feel so anxious and guilty. Am I overreacting?
Yes.
I I almost feel like this one is a troll.
Yeah,
Like
it sounds, I don't know. But also the way you read it
I read it the
gives
way
it
it's written, okay?
gives me that tone of like a
Don't
troll.
don't don't make it sound like I'm editorializing. This how it's written. Um I think that we
You're
can
doing it for the thumbs up, bitch. I know you.
I think we could all agree that this was written from someone who is of a younger perspective. And by that I just mean that they did something, and as a result, they think their whole life is over.
Yeah.
Guess what? You know what? It is on the internet forever, and there's a chance at some point it resurfaces and embarrasses you somehow. But it's not, most likely it's not going to happen. So there's
Like,
no point in worrying about that. And I say this from the perspective of, you've done all the research that you could do.
mhm.
Like, if she was just sitting here being like, yeah, they're out there, I haven't done anything, I'm just freaking out, then it's like, all right, well, go do some
Yeah.
research, go do a reverse image search, see what's up. But if you've done all this, most likely, honestly, most likely the guys who you were talking to, they have new phones by now.
Most
They don't-
likely. Exactly.
right? The phone that they saved that picture to, maybe it's in one of their clouds, because they're one of the guys like me who just, I have every picture that I've ever taken just saved in a
Mhm.
storage cloud somewhere. So
Mhm.
maybe you're in one of the clouds. Sorry. We all have embarrassing stuff in the cloud, though.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
don't
have
think,
scandalous pictures on Twitter somewhere. I mean, look.
yeah. You don't think that I haven't sent a random dick pic to somebody from an app? Requested and respectfully.
Okay,
Okay?
okay, not unsolicited.
I wasn't an unsolicited slinger. Okay. No, no, no.
God, I hated those. Those were terrible.
Uh
I don't know why guys do it, honestly.
because it's
Anyways.
like, I hate referencing this fucking show. But remember How I Met Your Mother?
Mhm.
Naked
I
Man?
just finished it. Yes.
So that's
Yes.
what, like, yeah, it 90 for 99% of the time it's not working, but the 1% that it makes it so it's just like, damn, okay, it's like, all right, cool.
Okay, let's go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what it is. All right, that does it for the first
Okay.
half of the show. When we come back, I'm gonna talk about how I went golfing. It was
Mm,
an interesting event.
okay.
I also have an issue with my brother that I'm gonna bring up.
Um,
My brother Alex, talking to you,
yep.
bud. So we will get into that and some more stuff. I'm interested to see what kind of drama pets can get into. So we're gonna find that out in just a second, right here. Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Woo!
Woo!
I'm forgetting how to do this show.
It's only like our first week off that I mean, we skipped in a
I
while,
know. I know.
I think.
No, we've had other weeks off. I think we took.
No, not recently because then we had a Thursday that we didn't do, but we recorded that Saturday,
Right. No, but I think not. You're not right. Not
right?
recently, but I do
Yeah.
think just throughout the course of this year, we've missed 2 episodes.
Yeah, one for when I went on spring break,
Yeah,
and then just this one, I
yeah.
think.
Because
Not
stupid.
bad
It's
though.
always because stupid Asher. Ugh.
It was my spring break or our spring break. It was the Nash's fault. At least
No,
not
it
that
was
one.
it was his fault somehow. I'm just gonna. I I have a. Did I send you the picture of him where he just looks massive?
No.
Hold on, I'm gonna send that to you real quick so you could see it.
Good.
Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so after you see the picture, I'm gonna tell you who he reminds me of. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. He looks so grown in this picture. Okay, what about Game of Thrones?
So he reminds me of young Hodor. When I see that picture, I'm just like, God damn it.
I see it. I can
I
see it.
I
I know
said
what you're
that
talking about.
to I said that to the EP, and she's like, babe, you can't say that. Hodor dies. And I'm like, everyone dies.
Okay,
So I can't
yeah.
talk about anyone ever. She's like, no, it's not what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you bitch. All right.
Ugh.
All right. Where's this? All right. All right. You ready?
Mhm.
Sweet. Welcome back to Judy and the Mad Dog right here on YouTube at tabePod. Coming at ya live. Well, not live. This is very much recorded. Uh,
Pre-recorded.
welcome back to Conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at tabePod. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and by share I mean any way that you listen to it is how I would like for you to share it. And then also, however you listen to it, wherever you're listening to it. If you're in the car, roll down your window and just yell outside, listen to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. If you're in the park with your headphones on, just one time, just real quick, stop walking, or no, even keep walking. That way, no one has to actually look at you specifically. Listen to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. You just keep walking. You know, how if you're in your office, then do an office-wide email, CEO included, and just put listen to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. It's really not too much to ask. Most people think it's a spam anyway, and will hit the phishing button, so you won't get in trouble. It's fine.
Yeah. Just send it in your Slack or your Microsoft Teams message.
All of it.
Send it to
all
your
of
group.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Judy, how do pets have drama? I don't understand this.
Look.
Is this another thing where like your pet is your child?
No.
Because
Well,
pets are not
no,
children.
Well, maybe. But okay, listen. Okay, so our cat is an indoor cat. Our dog is basically an indoor dog, unless we take him outside type thing. But so last week, my dog had really bad hives. So I was like, okay, he's had summer hives before. And, the vet's like, just give him one Benadryl a day. It'll go away. I'm like, all right, I remember that. So we'll give him a Benadryl a day type thing. 3 days pass, and I'm like, his hives aren't getting any better. So okay. So we called the vet. And they're like, oh, we can't see him until, so this was like last Wednesday. They're like, we can't see him until Monday. I was like, okay. They're like, just, give him Benadryl, just kind of keep an eye on him. It's not like it hurts him or anything. He's still his happy self. He just has hives.
I
was like, all right.
I get it. There's no other answer. It's just like, yeah, give him Benadryl and cross your fingers. I don't know we're busy.
Yeah, I was like, damn it. And we didn't want to go to a new vet because we really like our old vet.
Well, and it's like you said, it was important, but not an emergency.
Yeah. Like he wasn't, hard time breathing, nothing like that. It's just hives. And then our cat. All right. Our indoor cat somehow always injures himself, and I don't know how he does it. So we were looking at his paw the other night, also last week. I go, why is his back paw like brown? But he has like white paws. And so like I was holding him and Keith looked at his paw and he had like some kind of cut in between his toe beans and it had like pus. It was just nasty. I go, what the hell do you do to yourself? I'm talking to him like, what the hell do you do to yourself? Did you have this? You don't go outside at all. Like, how do you do this to yourself? Cat's just staring at me like,
I don't speak you.
So I was like, okay, call the vet again, add him to the appointment also that we're going to take, our dog to we're going to bring them all to the vet on Monday. All right.
And this was, what day were you calling?
Wednesday.
A Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one, I think my household would have been like, all right, we can hold off until Monday. I think that second one, I probably would have been willing to hold off. I feel like the EP would be like, no, we must take him to the emergency room. Like it would have been on like Donkey Kong if it was like an infection.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so we waited.
You're like,
right?
It's fine. So I dipped his paw in hydrogen peroxide. He was fine. It was fine.
Put a little out. Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah, my mom sprayed me with Lysol growing up. I get it. That's a true story. That people think I'm joking. No, true story. I'd be sick on the couch.
Actually, I would believe it.
What the hell?
It's like in my big fat Greek wedding, and the Windex. Just put some Windex on it.
God. Speaking of my mom, real quick. Yeah. Sorry, speaking of my mom, real quick. Did she message you on IG?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, this Yenta. She keeps telling me about how much protein you need to eat. And I keep telling her, just you're friends with Judy on Instagram. Just DM her. You're already on. She's like, fine, I'll do it. No, she just wants me to talk about her on the show. So by
It's
the
okay.
way, apparently it's like 120 grams of protein is what you're supposed to be eating.
Aiming for, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She had a whole bunch of other stuff that she said, but like I said, I told her to
To just
reach
tell
out
me
to
the
you on
yeah.
IG, so I didn't really ingest all of it. Um, but yeah, so
Okay.
maybe you hit her up on IG.
I might have to.
Yeah, and then she just to be like, "Tell Judy I got her Instagram." And I'll be like, Mom, just reply. She's like, well, that's what I'm doing. I'm replying through you. All right, I'm sorry. So
Oh, yeah.
infection in with the toe
Infection,
beans,
hives.
your
God.
hydrochloride,
Yeah.
hydrogen
No, the
peroxide,
hives. Yeah.
hydrochloride.
I was like an acid.
Ugh.
No, no. Okay, so I take both of them to the vet on Monday. And what I hate the most is that I took Rocket in and they looked at him and his hives are gone already, right? I was like, you stinking dog.
I
They're
mean,
like, he
I'm,
looks
I'm,
good.
I mean, it makes sense though because like you gave him what they would have prescribed you.
Yeah, I know. But it's just it's like I have a cat I'm carrying a cat because we don't like he doesn't have a cat carrier, so I'm holding him like a baby. I'm dragging the dog in.
I like I like how you said he doesn't have a cat carrier. Like you're not the one who's ultimately responsible for if he has a cat carrier or not.
I know,
Like it
I
was
know.
like you told him to go to Walmart a week ago and get himself a
Got a
cat
cat carrier.
carrier, and the cat just like shit. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, no, we're not cat carrier people. We just throw him in
Fair.
the car and he just roams around. He's fine.
And I also get it if like he's an indoor cat, so you really don't take him anywhere. Those things are
No.
bulky, and I think now that you have a house, you'll probably be more prone to getting a cat carrier. I think you'll have
Yeah.
like two more instances of carrying a cat, and you'll be like, "Fuck this! I'm putting it in the
Throw him in the
closet."
carrier.
All right. So you
But
have a
yeah,
dog.
so
You
he's
have a
good.
cat.
Dog is good, right? They're like, oh, he looks fine. They didn't charge me for him to bring him in. I was like, good, because they weren't gonna examine him. But my cat, on the other hand,
His paw is gone. It's
no,
disintegrated.
it's not gone. The vet looked at it and she's like, "What did he do?" I have no idea. I thought you would tell me what he did. Like, can you see what he did himself? And she's like, "He probably just cut himself on something." And I'm just thinking, like, the fuck is this cat gonna cat? Like, but then I remember like he'd be jumping on our cabinets and he'd be flying like Superman. Honestly, I this cat would be having zoomies sometimes. Like it's the greatest thing ever. But he just injured himself. So they gave him an antibiotic shot and a anti-inflammatory shot, and he has to wear the cone of shame for 10 days. And if you clip this, I have to show y'all the cutest picture of my cat in his cone of shame. He just looks so cute, and now he's still wearing it, so he's like bumping around things.
You know what's
I just
messed
love
up
watching
is
it. What?
that we don't even know if they actually think about it as the cone of shame.
Yeah.
You know, like all the pets in the world could just be like, "This is dope. This is dope. I get to see if I can break this fucking thing all day." And now, but no, humans are like, "Oh, they must not like it. They
Yeah.
must not like it." I'm sure that
I don't
there's so much
know.
evidence to show that dogs and cats both alike hate the cone so much, and I'm just here like, no.
Probably wasn't. No, he hates it because he hasn't been able to clean himself. So,
Oh, maybe
hmm
that's why you're shameful because you can't lick yourself.
yeah, he can't clean himself. So we have to like brush him and stuff.
Oh, you mean like clean him with his with because cats
Like when he
lick
cleans,
themselves.
yeah. hmm
Ah,
He
I
like
was
he can't bathe
see.
himself
I'm a
basically.
dog person, so when I heard clean myself or clean themselves, I thought he was talking about you were talking about him licking his nuts.
No, no, no. Like his act like he actually
Yeah.
bathes himself.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a cat person. I forget these things.
It's okay. But yeah, but God, these pets are just so dramatic. Telling you, I'm glad I got that bonus money because you know how much that cat visit cost.
I'm gonna say like $300.
It was less than. It was like 200.
Still though,
200? But still,
still
damn
that's
it.
a that's
For this
a
little 10-pound cat. Mm.
who's just gonna fuck his paws up again.
Exactly. I'm telling y'all, my cat, he had like this scab outside of his ear. I go, how did you get that? You can't even reach it.
Weird things
Oh
happen,
my God.
man.
I have no,
So
yeah, I
I
don't know
haven't
what they
talked
be
about
getting
this, and
into.
this is a tangent from what we normally talk from what we were talking about. But
Hmm.
like Alex has been getting while she's been sick, she gets bloody noses super easily, just in
Oh.
general, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
so since she's sick, like there's a lot of motion and congestion in that area, so she'd be getting
Hmm.
more bloody noses. And this girl, it makes me kind of concerned that she's not human, cause she be
What?
like, yeah, like I love her no matter what species she actually is, because she be like giving birth to like blood leeches out of her nose.
Oh.
She says that they're blood clots, but they're
Which,
the
yes, that
size.
would
Do you see this
floss.
floss? They're
Yeah.
like this big, okay, just
Oh.
falling out of her bloody nose at times.
That's not normal.
Right. That's what I
Has
told
she
her, and
gotten checked for that?
that's between you and her. Okay,
Okay.
I
Okay.
as someone who once heard someone else say the Hippocratic Oath, I am not at liberty to divulge anyone else's medical history. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All
So
right.
if you ask me any more medical stuff,
No.
okay.
Okay, I was just asking if she went to a doctor. No.
Okay. I
Did
heard
did
someone.
she did she Google her
No.
symptoms? No.
Okay. A remix your ass.
No. 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 No.
Uh.
Okay.
I heard someone say the Hippocratic Oath. I'm bound by law to not divulge. Mm.
Okay.
So I'm probably
So she's not
no.
human.
Yeah. I love her, right? I will be with her
Mhm.
forever. But yeah, like when I saw those things fall out of her nose, oh, like I said, blood leeches.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went
Okay.
golfing.
Yeah, for your with your brother for his bachelor party thing, maybe?
So he had a weird bachelor weekend. It was kind of separated, and by that I mean he did the golfing with his guys, and then he went to the strip club with his fiance slash now
Mm.
wife. And I didn't ask because he's going through enough stuff, but all he told me was that it didn't go well at the strip club.
Oh,
Yeah. So maybe he'll come on and talk about that someday. But
yeah.
yeah, he told me it didn't go well at the strip club. So, but I
Interesting.
went golfing with him. Um, can I just say to begin, and I am not meaningfully trying to judge anyone's neighborhood. And I'm not going to
Okay.
give the name of the golf course that we went to because
You
I
can
don't
tell
want
me
to.
off air.
I'll tell you off air, but I don't want to disparage anyone's neighborhood. But I didn't feel like we were going to the most prestigious golf course. And the feeling that gave me that was the fact that there was a community yard sale going on literally within 100 feet of where the golf course was. And I don't mean like they had blocked off streets and gotten permits because it's something that they do once a year. No, I mean like someone showed up with all the bikes they had in their garage and just had them on the side of the road and was like, I'll take $5 per bike. What's up?
Okay.
So there was that. And then we get to the course, or we get to the golf course, and the guy who checks us in, he's like, "Yeah, your carts, they have the keys in them." And so we go, and then one of them doesn't. So I go back, and I'm like, "Hey, there's no key in it." He's like, "Yeah, the key's in there." I was like,
Bro,
"Homie,
yeah.
homie, I just told you." So then he turns. He's like, "Okay, my bad." He turns to one of the maintenance guys, I'm assuming, and he's like, "Yo, where did Hector put the keys?" And the dude's like, "The keys are in the carts." And he was like, the guy looks at me. I was like, "Don't look at me! Don't you look at me!" And he's like, "Well, where's Hector?" He's like, "I don't know. You can call him." So he tries to call him, can't get a hold of him. So then the maintenance guy just looks at me and goes, "Eh," like, "Eh," and then starts pulling out, and he gives me a key to the golf cart. So now we're fine.
Okay.
We have keys to both carts.
Oh God.
The weather, thank God, was not super hot. Because if it had been super hot, I may have actually died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made it to the 12th hole
Okay.
before I looked at what hole we were on, because I'm just playing to have fun.
Right.
I'm not good, so I'm just playing to have fun. So
Yeah.
I waited until as long as I could, which ended up being the 12th hole, to see where we were at as to when I was getting tired. And I'm not saying that at that point I was extremely exhausted, but I will say that when I saw that we were only at the 12th hole, I cried inside a little bit. Like I was like, "Oh my God, there's 6 more of these. Oh God." um, but overall, it was a good day. I don't understand why my brother always has to make it the most awkward possible. Because like before we started golfing, we're golfing with 2 guys I've never met before, right? So I don't
Yeah.
know how they feel about certain things. I'm
Yeah.
gonna obviously be medicated while I'm golfing, because if I can't
Right.
at least do that, why did I show up? Um, so I go and I'm like, "Hey, are they cool with this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then instead of just leaving it at there, because
Of
guess what?
course.
You're my brother. I love you. I will just take your word for it. Plus,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in a cart with you, so if they don't like it, they can say something, but it probably won't bother them anyway. But instead of just taking it that, he goes, "Hey, let's get it from the horse's mouth. Hey, Steve, Josh, you guys care if my brother smokes?" And like, oh God, Alex, fuck, man. Um, so that was that. And
Oh
then
God.
while we were on the course, he hits a drive down the course, and he's like, "Oh, that was a good one. Hey, give me your rangefinder, and I can see how far I hit that." And I'm like, "I don't have a fucking rangefinder. What are you talking about? I don't
Yeah.
play this game. The only reason I have a nice set of clubs is because my dad got me a nice set of clubs when I was playing a decade ago, and I just take good care of my stuff. That's why they're
Yeah.
nice still. But I don't have a rangefinder. Where are you getting that from?" He's like, "I know you have a I know you have a rangefinder. I saw it on the side of your bag." I was like, "What are you talking? You sound like a crazy person. You sound like when Judy thought that her CEO was conspiring against her with sister companies, okay?" And he's like, "Fine. When we stop, I'll show you." And he actually, by the time we got there, he forgot. And then I hopped out and I grabbed my black bag,
Yeah.
because when I get back in the car, he's like, "That! What is that?" I go, "This thing?" He's like, "Yeah, how is that not a rangefinder?" "This thing right here." "Yes, that thing. I already said it twice. That thing right here." I go, "This is my weed." It was my whole like setup. It was in my
Oh
smoke-proof
my
bag,
God.
and I guess it was the size that he thought it was a rangefinder. Why are you yelling at me about stuff I don't own? "I thought it was a rangefinder, you fucker." Oh,
Wow.
uh,
Wow. What a rangefinder. I don't even know what those are. I didn't even know that was a thing.
basically, what it is it will tell you. It's like a think of it like a telescope, but
Yeah.
it's designed to tell you how far something is. That's me giving like the simplest version of it.
Yeah.
There's other ones with like lasers that are more
Hmm.
accurate, obviously. So golf is the sport of rich people. They
Yeah.
will figure out a way for you to spend $500. Okay,
Clearly. Additional $500
additionally on
on
top
top
of
of,
everything else.
yeah.
God. Oh.
Oh
Yeah, but
man.
I still don't understand why people like golf. Like, I don't. It was nice to be out there with those guys. The guys were awesome, but
Hmm.
we could have gone to a bar.
Could have gone axe throwing. You know what?
we,
You should have gone to like one of those Wreck-It rooms. That would have been so much fun. That would have been more
yeah, at
fun than
least
like
then I would have been
golfing.
sore and out of breath, but happy.
Right?
God.
At least you're indoor.
Ugh.
It's not hot.
All right, so I'm very excited for this because we haven't talked about this in a long time. I haven't. I don't remember the last time you told us about someone who gave you an ick.
Yes,
It's been at least a month and a half.
if that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been a while. It's been a
if
while.
that.
But it's yeah, it's been a while though.
So who who crossed you
Ooh.
this time?
Okay, look. Keith and I we were at dinner, and the table next to us, there's this big family. There's probably it's like a family with 4 kids, right? Ranging different ages, but their middle-aged daughter, I would say she was probably like 14, 15 years old
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
Just so happened to glance over and I see her cutting her steak with 2 forks. Yeah, she literally, so she's holding it like, and she wasn't even holding it like, normal. It was just like like this is,
How is I guess my question is she using the side of the fork like a
no,
knife?
no, 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 like the
So
prawns
as if
on the
she was
steak,
shredding it.
shred, yes, she was trying to shred
A steak.
a steak with
Okay.
2 forks.
That doesn't make sense. Okay.
And I'm staring at her and I go, and I whisper to Keith. Well, I didn't whisper to Keith. I texted him because that's what we do, right? I'll text him like, "Hey, look behind you." And so obviously he's like, "Oh, it's very weird." And I mean, she did it for probably about half of the time we were eating dinner. And then I'm guessing like her dad must have said something to her because then she switched out to a knife. But I'm just like, and the way she was holding the knife, everything about this girl, I was like, do they not teach how to use utensils?
Well, I mean,
I don't.
well,
For
I would say no, but that's only because like that's what your parents are for.
Yeah.
So the first thing that popped in my head, the first thing of many, did this girl see? And I'm not trying to be offensive when I ask this, but did this girl seem like she was on the spectrum? No.
No, no.
I,
I also took a
oh,
picture of it.
I wish that I knew exactly what her dad said.
I know.
Like because I feel like that would explain so much. Be like, you've made your point. Use a knife. Like maybe she was protesting,
Maybe she was rebel. Yeah, who
right?
knows? But her brother looked at her also. And I'm just like,
What
it's
you
and
didn't what you didn't see was that mom was filming a TikTok.
probably God,
And
that
dad's
would be
like, all
even
right,
more
we got
annoying.
5 minutes of
That's
footage.
enough. That's
Enough,
enough.
yeah.
I was just like, that just gave me such a weird ick. So then I had to like try to record it for my friends because I was like, yeah, I just discovered a new ick. and it's people who don't use utensils correctly. And it's not the first time I've seen someone hold utensils weird, like oddly or not. I'm not gonna say it's not normal, but like,
No, that's not normal. I will
yeah,
say it. And I'm not saying that it's not normal in any situation. I'm saying it's not normal to eat a steak like that.
yeah, it's
That's specifically this type of food. All right? If you have a chicken, okay. If you
yeah,
have some pork, okay.
maybe, yeah,
Like foods that are actually shreddable,
hmm maybe,
it's
yeah.
still off, but I can understand. This is weird.
It was
Teach your
just
children
weird.
better, people.
Please, please, just
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, it really bugged me, and I was just like,
I
ew.
really want to know the whole dynamic of that family now. I want to know,
I'll
is
send
that
you the I'll send you guys the pictures
I'm
so you can
okay
see it.
because I'm also like, is that dad or stepdad or stepmom, right?
I don't
like,
know. They look like a Mormon family.
yeah. That's has dad like checked out and like that's why he let it go on for so long until finally he's like, all right, like enough, come on,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
Oh God, so many questions about this family.
yeah.
Wait, what
Yeah.
made them seem Mormon without being racist?
The daughters wear like these super weird long dresses.
What? They had super long hair?
No, I said dresses.
Oh, super long
Dresses.
dresses. Maybe they
Yeah.
were there's Amish, but then there's a type of Amish that's allowed to use electricity and like
I can't, yeah.
oh God. I used to watch all those Amish shows on I think it was TLC.
Of course you
Maybe
did.
it made me so sad to find out that they were all super fake. I mean, obvious. It's reality TV. Obviously, it's fake. But God, we gotta watch some of those. Oh, speaking of watch, something that we have to watch for the con.
Mhm.
They're making a new Beverly Hills Cop. I saw the preview for it.
It's coming out on Netflix?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
coming out on
Okay.
Netflix. It
Okay.
looks terrible.
Okay.
It looks so bad. So we have to watch it. I'm sorry, we have to.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted to watch Tu Wong Fu with you, but you said you were watching it with Keith.
We
Did you
haven't
guys
gotten
watch
to
it?
it.
You
No,
have
we
it?
haven't gotten to
We
it.
could have
No.
watched it already.
I know. Could we have though with your busy schedule last week?
I don't. I could have made time for a good movie. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So no, we probably couldn't have. Either way, okay. I just feel
Okay.
like I feel like the movie is gonna be like the book that you just never got to, and then it has to go back to the library. Okay. Sorry for being worried.
Well,
It's
how
gonna get
about this?
taken
How
off
about
of
this?
Tubi.
I know. Let's hope it doesn't yet.
Yeah, seriously. Um. All right. I'm trying to. We have like an odd amount of time. Oh yeah, no, we have an odd amount of time. Screw it. I'm just gonna talk about the wedding.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Unless there was more ick that you want to talk about
No,
with
that
the
was
the
it. This
Mormons with the long dresses.
the Mormons are the long dressers who don't know
I
how to
gotta
use their
find out. I
utensils.
gotta find out what they are called
God,
now.
I
Let's
really
go.
gotta find that picture, and I don't know where it is
Amish
in my photos.
with
I'm gonna be sad if I deleted
electricity.
it. I'll be so sad if I
Is
deleted
it
it.
Mennonite? I feel like that's popping into my head now. Let me try that. Mennonite. Yeah, okay, Mennonites. That's
Those
the
are the
answer to the
Amish you're
question.
confused.
Yeah, that's the answer to the question that nobody had. Amish people that are allowed to use electricity are the Mennonites.
Good to know.
Uh,
Okay, the Mennonites.
like I said, I watched a lot of Amish shows. There was an Amish Mafia show. I kid you not. I gotta find clips of that for you. I really do. All right, while you're
Oh
looking for
no.
that picture, I will get
Yeah.
started on the wedding.
Yes, tell me.
Uh, so it was a really lovely ceremony. Honestly, we did
Hmm.
it at they did it at the Neon Boneyard.
Right.
And it I've been to the Neon Boneyard, and what they do is basically there's a separate section that they have that's not really part of the museum.
Hmm.
So they have a separate section that has some benches in there.
Okay.
Um, and it was nice. It was really really nice. Kelsey's vows were so on point. Just so I'm a little pissed at Kelsey
Mm.
because
Mm.
she stole like 80% of the vows that I was thinking about having for when I get
Oh.
married to the EP. So, back to the drawing board on that one. I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike on my vows.
You're like, hey, didn't we hear that before?
No, you haven't heard shit. But no, she like it was funny and thoughtful and emotional and just it hit every single beat that you would want to hit in something like that.
Hmm.
And then there was Alex. I don't know why my brother has to feel the need to treat everything like he is hosting an open mic night. He laid down rules for his vows.
Okay.
He laid down rules basically telling the audience, "I'm funny, so you have to laugh at my jokes." Bro, this is why I get upset about people who don't understand power dynamics, okay? We're at your wedding. We're fucking hostages. We can't go anywhere. We're here for you. We're going to
Yeah.
laugh at any dumbass joke that you come up with. Right?
Right.
It could be the
Yeah.
dumbest joke. We're going to laugh out of desperation for you because we're there to support you.
Hmm.
I don't need to hear laugh at my jokes because I'm funny. And then he gave his vows and they were nice. And I say this as someone who also kind of did the same thing, in which I wrote vows that I thought, I don't want to say good enough, but that I thought were good enough. Like I thought that these were heartfelt and
Hmm.
everything.
Hmm.
And then I heard the vows that came across
Hmm.
and I realized I did not try hard enough. I should have tried a little harder.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not even saying that that's what happened to him, but just hers were so amazingly perfect. And since he went second, he, short of having a Nobel Prize winning speech, it would be Alex Cable's vow. Oh, yeah. Should I say his name? Yeah. Yeah. Alex, yeah, he said it before. Alexander Cable's vows and the Martin Luther King I Have a Dream speech. Like, those two things would have to be in tandem for him to have been able to beat anything that she had done.
Hmm.
But compounded by the fact that it was like a B plus minus ish set.
Hmm.
Eh. Eh.
Okay.
They were from the heart, and that's what matters. Right?
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
just talking about his writing ability. That's what I'm talking about, okay? We can brush
Okay.
those skills up.
Are you saying he
Not
needed a ghostwriter?
he need to hit up Drake's people, okay? I need these vows to be 1v20, okay? And then there's Kelsey, like a true Kendrick, just slaying off the top of the dome. Oh, don't get me started on that beef again. And by
We
again,
never
I
heard
mean
it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, we didn't talk about it, but that's another day maybe. Um,
Maybe.
what I will say also is that Quinn was so amazingly funny during the ceremony. And it's
Hmm.
because while Alex was giving his vows, so at the beginning of the ceremony, she said, "Screw this. and just started walking and trying to actually leave the ceremony area because she walked right to a door and tried to open it. There was a family member, I don't know if it was an aunt or a cousin or what, but she's running after Quinn trying to just get her to stop. But they're letting this little girl have free reign as long as she's not actively interfering with the wedding.
Yeah.
So at some point, Alex is like, no, I've written my vows, and in my vows, there's a part to my daughter. So I need my daughter here. That's me inferring what he was thinking. Because he made this little girl come up and then be in the center of this wedding. So while he's trying to be like, Quinn, I love you so much, and you're the most amazing daughter, blah, she's just like, blah, 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 the entire time. Did not stop. You want to know when she was quiet?
When was she quiet?
She was quiet when the officiant said, let's all give a cheers for Mr. and Mrs. Cable. That's when she was bone quiet.
Oh, gotta love kids.
Quinn is the best. She is so the best. Then we went over to, I don't know, a Chinese, like an Asian dumpling place inside of the Aria. I forget the name. It was good. They have those soup dumplings. I'm always a fan of a good soup dumpling.
Ooh. Love soup dumplings.
What else did they have? There was other stuff that was good. They had a chocolate dumpling. It was basically.
Oh, you went to It's a famous dumpling. Oh my god, now it's gonna bother me. I gotta look it up.
All right, well, you do that.
Yes.
Well, they had a chocolate dumpling, which was it was a chocolate lava cake in dumpling form.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Din Tai Fung.
We went there. Din Tai Fung. Right now, my brother's like, God damn it! I spent money on this guy's dinner. He doesn't remember, dick.
I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Maybe I would have remembered if I hadn't lost so many brain cells listening to your vows. Anyway, moving on. So the chocolate, it was good, but in my opinion, could have been better. And I say that because they still use like that dark molten chocolate in the center. But since there wasn't like a rich sugary cake around it, for my palate, didn't balance out enough. Right? So I got more bitterness than I would have wanted. But that was honestly the one, and I'm saying this with air quotes, complaint that I would have had, and that's just my specific taste buds. Yeah. The food was all delicious. It was service was a little lacking for our table. Like other tables were getting stuff, like some tasty ribs, and there was like they're getting like 2 or 3 servings of ribs, and we weren't getting any ribs. So, you know what we're getting a lot of? Soup. We had 15 bowls of soup on our table. And at one point, the waiter came over with another bowl. He's like, you need more soup? No, we don't. And he left it anyway. He said, you get soup. We have a soup quota to get to, people. Took us an extra hour to get some ribs, but oh man, plenty of soup. There was only one issue that I actually had with the wedding.
Okay.
And I think it's really messed up that the one person in my brother's life that has a background in public speaking, that does a weekly podcast, that is an amazing orator, was not asked to give any kind of speech at this wedding. I think it was a great injustice done to me personally. I get it. It's their day. You know what? Everyone else makes condolences or sacrifices or whatever for their family. Y'all could have made one for me. I'm just saying. So what I decided to do, because I'm not going to, not gift you guys my greatness, okay? I have made The Drizzle King has made a decision due to not getting to give a speech at my brother's wedding. I am now going to give the best man speech that I rightfully should have been able to give.
Ooh, okay.
As is my blood birthright to this person I am not blood related to. That's how much of my right it was. It makes sense if you don't think about it. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna woo-saw that. I get a little out of sorts when injustice is done against me. I apologize. So we're gonna woo-saw that. We're gonna calm down. We're gonna put ourselves. We're gonna put ourselves at the reception. We're slamming dumplings. You know, you have a boba tea, right?
Ooh,
There's some fried rice and some noodles. We're feeling it, right? And then, yes. I was asked to give a speech. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous. Bear with me, okay? I was asked to give a speech for my brother, and he was gracious enough to make me his best man at one of the most important days or events, I should say, of his life. So whether the gong hits or not, I am going to do my duty as his brother and give this speech.
Yes.
My brother Alex is someone that is so much like me in so many ways. It's honestly scary at times. He's honest, caring, and loyal to a fault. We even both use comedy in a multitude of ways, like using it to deflect when someone asks an awkward question. Oh, my bad. I messed that part up in my writing. What I meant was that I deflect it, but he asks awkward questions. We're actually opposite there. Sorry. That's why, other than that, though, our differences has always come from who we are at our core. That's why I always am thought of as the dependable brother, which is the nice way of saying boring. I get that. Because while I like my routines and doing things a certain way, Alex was more of a nomad. This isn't to say that if you needed him that he wouldn't be there, because if asked, he would drop everything and drive 72 hours straight to be there for you. But it also means that he may end up taking a trip to the East Coast at the end of November and miss a family holiday or two. But for both good and bad, that was the person that he was. And you may have noticed that I keep referring Alex in the past tense. Don't worry, it's not a subliminal way of me saying that his life is over. It's just because he's changed. It's because he has changed as a person, and he's become someone that honestly makes me feel like I need to step it up or I'm going to get left in the dust. I wish I was able to tell all of you what caused that change, but quite honestly, I don't know. The reason for that is because I've never asked him. I was too busy appreciating the journey that he was on. That's another difference between us. I try not to assume things, and Alex assumes a lot. Like how he assumed that he was Dad's favorite child, when we all know that spot is reserved for Dad's dog, Vince. But it's because I never try to assume anything that when I was asked if Kelsey was the right person or is the right person for Alex, I told them that person that I didn't know. Don't get me wrong. Kelsey checks all of the boxes. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. She's beautiful. She's funny. She is compassionate. Honestly, the only thing that she's ever done that I thought was sus was picking Alex to build a life with. But I said, I don't know because I haven't ever gotten a chance to talk to her about it. I live in Las Vegas and she lives in Colorado, and it's hard enough just to get a clear signal where they live, let alone the awkwardness of me randomly calling and being like, hey, girly, it's your future big bro. Just wanted to have a chat. Although, after seeing her tonight, I am definitely going to need to call you for some hair tips because, girl, I need to get on that level. Now, I've said all this to say, well, I do not know what it was that caused Alex to evolve. And I cannot just assume it was Kelsey. The one thing that I do not need to assume, because this is the truth that may as well be etched in stone, is that the moment that she came into my brother's life is when he started to become the man he is now. And for me, even if she did not check a single solitary box of what someone would want in a partner, the fact that she has been that constant presence in his life while he has gone on this journey to becoming the best version of himself, Kelsey, I am forever grateful for you and why I am so honored to call you my sister. So please join me in a toast to commemorate that this family may have gotten a little bigger, but it has definitely gotten a lot better.
Aww.
Yeah, he fucked up and didn't let me give that speech at his wedding.
Now, he didn't let you do it, or there just wasn't time to do it?
I mean, they didn't have they didn't have speeches done. They didn't have
Like, there's
bridal
okay.
parties. It was still, even with the extra people that ended up showing up, it was still a smaller wedding. The only people that talked were the bride, the groom, and the officiant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also pissed that he didn't ask me to get officiated, whatever that is. I feel like I could have been an awesome wedding master general. But no, I got to go with someone who's my best friend. What about the people you call brother, dick? All right, guys. We've gone for forever, so that will do it for this week's episode of A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Before we go, I do want to say congratulations to my brother Alex and to his wife Kelsey and to their lovely, cute, adorable kid Quinn, who is the only one who knows what a train wreck this is going to be. But it's going to be a fun one. Look, it's my brother. It's going to be a train wreck. You can survive a train wreck. It's not guaranteed, but you can survive it, okay? I believe in you, Kelsey. I believe in you, girl. But we'll see. All right. Talk to you next time right here on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Bye. Bye.